Hey fellow Squatchers, welcome to Squatching Strategies. My name's Clay and today we're building a Bigfoot whistle. Now there's quite a few theories that Bigfoot can hear infrasound, which are frequencies that are below that of audible hearing. And there's quite a few other animals that can do that as well, like horses and tigers. And there's also theories that maybe they can use that as a weapon, like tigers do, to kind of stun their prey. In fact, there's actually studies that show that infrasound can produce fear and anxiety in humans as well. But that's a whole nother discussion. What I'm interested in today is that if Bigfoot can hear and produce infrasound, maybe they can at least hear ultrasound, which are frequencies above that of audible hearing. And there's quite a few animals that can do that as well, like dolphins, bats, mice. They all use and hear ultrasound. Now, like with my first episode, there is a way to produce this digitally, and in the future we will be doing that. In fact, we'll probably be oscillating and trying out different techniques and different frequencies and different combination of frequencies and everything. But I was kind of intrigued by the idea of the mechanical setup of this. So we're going to be going down that path this episode. Now, unlike the first episode, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time showing you how to build this because it's actually a fairly simple concept. We're just going to fly through it. So let's do this. So I went through my camping gear and I found my USB rechargeable air pump, which I'll use to air up either air mattresses or my inflatable kayak. And when it's fully charged, it'll keep blowing for about 50 minutes to an hour long. And I'm going to get some fish aquarium air hose, hook one end up to the pump, hook the other end up to a dog whistle. But when I bought the dog whistle, it actually came with a package of 2 with adjustable frequencies. So I can actually hook 2 whistles up to this pump, one at a lower frequency and one at a higher frequency. So I'm going to take the connection off the air pump, insert 2 hoses, and hot glue the hoses inside and out to make a good seal. Now I'd actually like to produce an even higher frequency as well. How can I do that?
I know, I use a helium tank. That'll produce an even higher frequency.
So I got a $20 helium tank from Target. I'm going to attach a nifty hose splitter to the tank along with 2 more hoses and connect 2 more dog whistles. Definitely makes a higher frequency. Now I kind of want something that amplifies and focuses the sound of the whistles. That way the air pump doesn't drown it out. Plus that way I can focus the sound in the direction I want to go, which is the direction the camera will be pointing. So we're going to get ourselves a few pieces of cardboard. We're going to cut a few angles, throw in some duct tape, sprinkle in a little love, and bam! We got ourselves a Sasquatch whistle megaphone. And this is the camera we'll be using out in the field. I love this thing, especially with all the accessories that came with it. It's the Casio EK7000. Actually, it records multiple definitions. You can do 1080p, 720, 4K, 2.7K. But the thing I like about this is it comes with a 170-degree lens. So it's going to catch anything in the direction it's pointed to. It comes with a SD card position along with micro USB ports and everything. A screen that you can view all your stuff. And this thing takes pics and videos. You can even set it to take pictures every 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds for an extended period of time. This thing only costs $60 and with all the accessories, just an additional $24. It's amazing. Oh, and by the way, all the accessories that came with this are also compatible with GoPros as well. Now, this is one of the reasons I love that camera. These are all the accessories that came with the accessory pack that I bought. You have a strap that you can put on your chest, or I actually like to put it on backwards, that way I have the camera facing behind me. You have a head strap to put on, along with a wristband. You have a suction cup that you can attach to a window in your car, a clamp that you can clamp to whatever. This is actually a bicycle attachment that you can hook up to the rail, and this is actually what we're going to be using today. We're going to attach that to the PVC pipe. You also have a waterproof case along with a floaty so it doesn't sink if it drops in the water. You got yourself a little selfie stick along with a tripod. You got some wipes to clear the lens. Even a wrist watch remote control that comes with it. Not to mention all kinds of other crap that comes along that I really don't have time to get into, but they're cool little accessories for it. And this is actually all compatible with the 360 camera that I used in the first episode. Alright, and here's the setup we're going to create out in the field. We got our Sasquatch whistle megaphone with 4 whistles at all 4 different frequencies pointed forward with the direction of the camera, which has a 170-degree angle. And we'll come around and show you the guts of the Sasquatch whistle here. We got The reason I created this box is so that it forces the sound of the air pump this way while the whistle sound is being focused that way. So, all you gotta do is put that down. Can't hear the whistles from this side, but trust me, they're going. And then with the air tank, you have to have this nozzle pressed down for the air to come out. So what I did was I just duct taped the nozzle down. That way, all I have to do is turn this, and the air stays on. So that's the setup right there. Now I probably used about 10 sticks of hot glue and half a roll of duct tape creating this thing, but hey, it's sturdy. All we're trying to do is make them curious, so maybe they'll come check out what's making the sound. In fact, that's our primary goal with all these setups. However, do not try this method near your own home, and do not try this method if you have a Sasquatch area you plan on frequenting in the future. And do not do this near anybody else's Sasquatch research area, because there's no telling what this could piss off or aggravate, and there's no telling what this could attract. And I'm sure DDoS from the BDRP knows exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, this is pretty much a dog whistle on steroids, you know. I have to admit, I'm a little reluctant on retrieving this equipment. There's no telling what could be waiting for me, wondering who the heck has been ringing my ears for the past hour. Which kind of led me to picking my location, because I'm going to play this one a little closer to home. That way I'm at least a little more familiar with the area. Probably won't make any difference, but at least I'll feel a little more comfortable doing it. So that's what we're going to do today. Now I'm sure a lot of people that live around here would be surprised to learn that we actually have our own monster legend right here in our backyard. Back in the summer of 1969, there were a lot of people that were confronted by a huge bipedal hairy creature at Greer Island out at Lake Worth. And it actually has a name. It's known as the Goat Man. Now some of the descriptions are a little more bizarre, like it having scales and horns, but I'm more prone to believe in the descriptions that were more consistent with Sasquatch, of it being a huge, tall, hairy, bipedal hominid. So we're heading over to Lake Worth, which is right next to the Fort Worth Nature Center and Refuge. And right in the middle of the lake, you'll see Greer Island, which on this appears to be two separate islands, but I'll bring up Google Earth so you can get a better picture. But real quick, notice the dotted line that connects the east side of the island to the mainland. By the way, you can thank Google Earth for the different color tones. But anyways, that dotted line actually represents an elevated trailway that connects to the island. Alright babe, let me just get all my equipment out of the spare bedroom. Oh hey kitty, what are you doing? No, you can't go squatching with us today. It's too dangerous. It's open. No, we don't even have enough room in the car. Fine. You got your gear? Meow. Goodness gracious. This is a cool little walkway here. And of course, after I set this up, if there's no footage worth including in this video, then I'm not going to waste your time with it. Especially with the way I filmed these first two episodes, with the tape recorder and the air pump and the air tank. There's not really that high of a probability of me catching something on film because they're only able to go an hour, hour and a half long. The main purpose of these were just to kind of introduce new ideas and give people some techniques to kind of build on. And that's Greer Island right there. Alright, got the camera rolling. Uh-oh. Squatching Kitty's locked onto a scent. Now, I do want to apologize to y'all ahead of time, because I am going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus away from the internet and social media for the next 3 weeks or so. So I apologize if I don't get to your comments right away. But I will be kind of logging on every few days just to make sure there's no fires in the comment section I need to put out or anything. So eventually I'll get to you, but like I said, just have patience with me. I've got some things to focus on. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Squatching Strategies, and I'll see you next time.